If you've been following my work for a while or have read my Secrets of the Serpent Bloodline book, you will know I have been talking about these plans for years, a long time before it became so obvious. The Eagle bloodline, who use Catholicism and other religions, as well as many other means to spread their agenda, don't like women. They have a deep resentment towards women, and have done so through generations for thousands of years. For much of that time, they have managed to suppress women. This has been easier for them because the past few thousand of years has been the patriarchal eon. But this is now beginning to come to an end, and we are moving into the third eon, which is the androgynous age. And whereas in the past this age only had females, because a mutation that created Y DNA and males hadn't yet occurred, and the females would reproduce asexually, this is something different now, and would just mean that men and women would become equal, and by equal I mean equally as important. Men and women are different, have different strengths and weaknesses, and will never be exactly the same. But women having the freedom to choose what they do with their life is a relatively modern phenomenon in this patriarchal age. And still in some countries women have little or no rights and are fully suppressed. So we still have a long way to go. However, the Eagle bloodline don't like this idea. Their plan has always been to do the impossible, to square the circle, which means to turn men into women who can have babies, and do away with any real biological women. They want to reach a time when women and their life-giving wombs can be done away with completely, and bring in the WWW fully, which is the world without women they have been planning all along. They are doing this right in front of your faces. Men who are put into high places of power have wives who are really men. We are not supposed to know this, but to some of us it is obvious, and they will deny it. A lot of celebrities are either openly trans or secretly. But the Eagles are not only secretly women-hating homosexuals, they are paedophiles. They want their sex partners to be as young as possible. And even if they are publicly with someone more their own age, they will be attending secret sex parties where children are provided to them for abuse. Girls are included in this because to them it doesn't really matter the sex of the one they are abusing, but they are more loving and attracted to males. Indeed, since ancient Greek times we have records of the men choosing boys for their agape relationships, which they saw as the highest form of love, that of older men mentoring, teaching and having sex with young boys. The Romans took this on as their highest form of love, which was then added to the Roman Catholic Church when that was created. The Catholic Church being one of the most obvious expressions of this today. Though we are not supposed to talk about the fact these types of relationships are going on among their celibate priesthood, who dress up as the Great Mother Magna Mater in luxurious gem-covered robes to try and emulate and become goddess-like, so that they might become divine. Mentioning again ancient Greece, where the sacred band of Thebes were an elite military unit composed of 150 pairs of male lovers, embodied the idea these brotherhood gay relationships could inspire profound courage and commitment. And indeed, these eagle men see themselves as brotherhood warriors, fighting to remove the females from the world so that it can be perfect, at least in their eyes. Their resentment of women goes a long way back to the time when the Serpent Bloodline created modern humans by mixing their genes with some less evolved apes. The Eagle Bloodline are the result of some of the serpent males breeding with these modern humans, making a new bloodline that were brighter than modern humans, but less intelligent and aware as the serpents. When they were told the truth about the origins and how women came first, this enraged them. So they made up stories about a man being first, and that women were created from his rib, because men can't give birth. So while this story sounds so silly and daft, many people still to this day believe it. The Eagles wanted to make sure no one ever found out the truth by destroying all serpents and restricting all women. Only this can no longer work as the new eon approaches. So they try a new tactic, the trans agenda, to erase what it is to be a woman completely, to allow men into all areas that were once protected female-only areas, to erase women's sports by allowing men to compete, to create artificial wombs so that women are no longer needed at all, to give men awards for the Woman of the Year, Best Actress, etc., etc. But they even removed actress. Now there are only actors. Ever wonder why? Just like there used to be priestesses, and they removed them. Even if women are allowed into certain roles in religions, they call them priests, not priestesses. Men and women are not the same, but females are being deleted from language, from sports, from everything it means to be a woman. This is on purpose. Some of it has even been labelled as feminism. What nonsense! This is pure hatred of women. Women do not need to become men to be worthy people, and we should not allow men to dissolve what it means to be a woman by allowing them to claim they are one. No way, not ever. Women are not people who menstruate, cis women, womb bearers, actors. Men are not she, queens, women, girls, or even bitches. Call your women actresses, priestesses, real women, biological women, because that is what they are, and we will never allow the Eagles to erase what we truly are. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all my members and for your support. Bye for now.